Well, here we are on the Pouto Peninsula, right up there near Dargaville, Northland. I'm going to catch up with Chris and Karen Biddles. They've got the Atarangi Angus stud here. They've got a sale coming up fairly shortly, yearling bull sale. She's a bit wintry here. Let's go and meet the team. So right on the coast here, what sort of country is it?
Oh, well, it's mostly sand country, but we've got some peat flats that we broke in, or have broken in over the last 30 years, virgin peat, big tall tea tree it was. But yeah, sand country, we're farming 1,000 hectares. Our daughter and son-in-law are leasing just under half of that. So Karen and I are actually back farming the original piece that we bought from my parents nearly 40 years ago.
Fairly busy time now, catalogues, calving, everything, and a broken leg.
Well, yeah, broken ankle and a broken shoulder after a pretty bad accident in February. But I'm out of my wheelchair now, rocking around a little bit, if you can call it that. But you know, we're going good for the sale. But yes, it is a busy time. The interesting thing, trying to get a bull sale ready during calving, but because we're pretty strict on our mating, we've only been calving for a month, and we've only got 6 cows, older cows left to calve, and about 28, I think, first and second calvers. So we're 90% through our calving with just a month into it, because we only mate for 43 days with the cows and 30 days for the heifers. Yep. Our main object is ease of calving and heifer mating. Well, I think we're the only Angus stud in New Zealand whose complete program is aimed at ease of calving and heifer mating, and sell all their best bulls as yearlings at an annual sale.
And what other traits are you chasing there the most there, Chris?
Well, of course, you know, that is our biggest, but I'm pretty keen the last few years on the carcass traits, because we've got a proven record of our cattle eat pretty well. So yeah, carcass traits are pretty important. We're also after a moderate and a fertile female, because I mean, yeah, the females are actually more important to us ourselves than the bulls, because that's what's going to breed next year's and the following year's bulls. So we really want a good maternal cow, good fertile cow. And we saw today with Bevan weighing that calf, the mothering ability, but he's still able to handle the calf with mum looking over his shoulder, put him in the trailer and then tootle off onto grass. And yeah, it's really important. Our animals have to be quiet.
And where are you sourcing your genetics?
A little bit from Australia, from Rennie Lee. We've used a bit of semen from there, and we've had quite a bit of Waitranui over the years. My friend Alistair and Pat Sharp from Waitawhata, and also I've been in partnership with Forbes and Angus Cameron of Ngāputāhi, and we've got a couple of bulls again in partnership, and I've bought several from them.
Cows are looking good, calves are looking good, and those yearling bulls are fairly even.
Very pleased with the way the bulls have come up for even. You know, I don't think we have a standout or any standouts. But across the line, we saw the first 2 mobs today. Across the line, they're pretty good for 106 bulls up for the sale. Yep. They're pretty pleased with how they're looking, and we've actually had a crap autumn and early winter. No, very little rain, and this coast country needs water, needs moisture, so it's looking a lot better now, but we were tight earlier.
Some fairly extreme weather out there today, Chris. Is that the norm?
This time of the year it is. Yeah, my South Island friends laugh at me when I say how cold it is. When that wind comes off the sea, it's bloody cold. And yeah, we've had hail today. It's just all sorts of seasons, and it blows. We get wind every day of the year, to the extent that we have had a wind contract before, and who knows, we might have a wind farm here one day. But certainly it blows, and it's days like today are not that pleasant.
So she can be fairly exposed in places, but they'll shift.
Normally those calves can find somewhere sheltered to go out of this weather. We probably make it a little bit hard for the mothers when they're pre-calving with them behind hot wires, but we certainly don't have to contend with mud.
Now the stake of origin, you've done bloody well there.
Yes, we're very pleased with that, and I think over the years with our consistency. Initially I thought it was just a shitload of luck, but I think clearly you can't get the success that we've had without definitely having a decent product to eat.
Must make you feel like you're doing something right.
Yeah, I don't do much right, do I? Especially when I'm driving quads. But yeah, it's very pleasing.
So the big sale on the 4th of September there, Chris, how many are you putting up?
There's 106 catalogued, and we'll probably have a couple pulled out, so there'll be 100, 104 bulls or something going up, and that's what we sold 106 last year. We put up 106, sold 106. I think hopefully that's what our market can handle.
Where are the buyers coming from, Chris?
60% of our buyers are beef farmers and 40% are dairy farmers, but they probably that 40% buy 60%.
Yep.
And quite a few bulls go to the other side of the harbour bridge, Gisborne, King Country, then right up to North Tipaki, which is the furthest north farm that you can get. I like to think that our clients don't want to get up and out of bed in the middle of the night to check their heifers. They want to buy a bull that is going to give them confidence that they can get up next morning and there's a live calf on the ground, and that's profit. And both our beef and dairy farmers, they have that attitude. You know, last couple of years we've had bloody good sales, but first up sale, I think we're the first yearling sale in the country or certainly the first Angus auction in the country. And a little bit like that first bull in the sale, it's often the best buy. We had a hell of a good sale last year, but they just got stronger and stronger as it went on.
After yours?
After our sale, yes, they got stronger and stronger, and just so yeah, I would thought that our sale was good buy.
Yeah. Now you'll have a team around you here on the farm, and also you must have a few come and help on the day.
Yes, we've got a couple of neighbours that come through, and Karen's family and our own family help us in the kitchen. Daphne, a big part of our operation, she's just started her 13th year. Her husband Dave did 12 years for us, and he comes back and helps on sale day, does a bit of contract fencing. He's now out doing that sort of contract work. And Bevan, who he returned to us 3 months ago for his third stint with us.
Oh, yeah?
He had his first job here when he left school for 3 years, and then he did another 8-year stint 12 years ago he finished, and then he's back with us again this year.
Oh, bloody good. I hope you have a good sale.
Thank you, Tony. So do we.
Yeah, good luck.
Cheers.